Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Commerce Lab by Ecomcy, the place where everything related to Amazon FBA, private level, and e-commerce. My name is Vincenzo Toscano, founder and CEO of Ecomcy, and today we bring another special guest. His name is Ash Rex, and he's the founder and CEO of Seller Initiative, which is one of the top consultancies out there when it comes to helping Amazon brands succeed with video. And that's why I wanted to bring Ash today, because video content is something that I feel a lot of people undervalue when it comes to their brands on Amazon. They don't really understand how to make a successful video. They don't understand the impact that they can have on their brand. And today we're going to be talking about some of the elements that makes a successful video. So Ash, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Very, very good. Thanks for inviting me. I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you. Pleasure to have you here. If I'm not mistaken, first time we met was last year in Singapore. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. I was down there for
Yeah.
the conference. It was great. But I live in Osaka, Japan right now, but I'm from Sydney, Australia myself.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit more about you. You know, how you got started into the space, why you decided to specialize when it comes to video, and then we can go from there. Yeah.
Well, the first thing I did, I actually made an Amazon channel for Amazon Japan. So we have a 1,000 episode yoga TV channel on Amazon Japan called Yoga S. But what happened is the videos of our show were ranking alongside products. But we made so many yoga videos we couldn't make anymore. So I started selling products. So we started off with some computer mice. So we did everything video first, and then we went into products. So in the last 2 years, lots of tools opened up for video, and we tested everything out to the extreme. But we're only doing Amazon Japan. But unfortunately, the currency collapsed. So we started looking at products outside Japan. And to our enormous surprise, we found out that most people weren't even doing anything like close to what they should be doing on video. So we started a bit of consulting, and we took it from there.
Awesome. So I guess something I want to bring to the table is, at the end of the day, the first question that people ask me all the time, which is, what makes a video successful when it comes to coming up with the whole idea? Because a lot of times I feel when people think about doing a video for the product, most of the time they don't really have a clear guideline about what elements they should have on a video, what kind of hook, the length. So many things that, of course, make a video successful. And I know we actually, before going live, we had this kind of conversation that it needs a lot of iteration to really find a winning kind of combination. So how you come up with the perfect formula, we can call it.
Well, that's very easy. It's a very interesting question, because people look, the number one most important question is what's possible. And a lot of people actually don't know what's possible. I watch everyone, they focus on the photos, the text, the images, all that stuff. But with video, there's so many possibilities. On an Amazon brand store, you can have 50 carousels, and every carousel can have a video. And then you can have unlimited pages. So you could have 10 pages with 50 videos. You could have 100 videos on a brand store. In Premium A Plus content, you got 7 carousels. In each carousel, you can have a video display of up to 6 videos. So you can have like 30 videos in Premium A Plus content. On your product listing, you can have 6 videos. Then in video ad campaigns, you could have a different video ad campaign for every keyword group. You could have, I run video ad campaigns with 50 videos, right? Not one, right? People have no idea what's possible. But probably the best way to explain it is, you're selling an Amazon, treat a video as an asset that generates cash. Okay. So don't see it as an expense. Everyone sees it as an expense, but you can actually put it on the balance sheet of your accounting. See a video as an asset, and understand that on Amazon, on anything on e-commerce, on the internet, the only way the customer can really see your product is in a video. They can't hold it. They can't touch it. They can't feel it. So they don't know the quality of the materials. So that's where videos are very useful, showing the actual quality of your product, but then also focusing on customer outcome and letting them see or visualize the lifestyle of them actually using it themselves, right? When I look at videos for Amazon, I break it up into 2 sections. Number one, you've got the conversion videos. They're the videos that once someone comes to your listing, they look at all your conversion videos and go, okay, that's what I want, and they click and buy. The other one is the traffic videos, the videos that get traffic from Amazon ads or Google ads or any other kind of ads you have. They're totally different, right? Getting a traffic video and having a conversion video is totally different, because with traffic videos, you can test out 100 videos, but with conversion videos, you only got one. So what you do over time is you test out all your traffic videos, and then when you figure out what your best video is, that's the video you're using for your conversion. Okay.
Good.
So, with a product listing, you can have a minute video, but on Amazon ads, you can have 20-second, 30-second, 40-second, 45-second videos, but you can't
Yeah.
have a minute video or a 2-minute video.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you need to have
Also,
effectively a lot of split testing sounds out of this, which I guess, and
yeah.
I'm sure
Well,
you're gonna elaborate on this. Is like how you define the timelines to come up with this winner. Like you are let run for a week, a month. Like I know it
yeah.
also
Okay.
depends on the amount of data, but how you come up with that
Okay.
decision making. Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's very simple. Okay, it's not going to happen overnight. From what I've
Mm,
seen, is a lot of video professionals. They all, they kind of old school. They're focused on, hey, I'm going to make you a TV commercial. I'm the creative expert. I'm a genius. I'm going to make you the 30-second TV
mm.
commercial. It's going to be the only video you need. It's perfect. No, don't even think like that. Okay, you can test unlimited video content. So the question you have to ask is, where do you want to be 1 year later? Okay, don't think about, oh my God, I'll make video today or tomorrow or this month and that's it. I'm done. I'm going to change my whole business. No, you're going to ask yourself, where do you want to be 1 year later? And I'll tell you why I say that. You can make one new video every week for a year, and at the end of the year, you got 52 videos.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. You can build out an asset base. But look, I want to get straight to the crunch. This is how you need to think. Imagine you have one product on Amazon America, okay? And you make 10 different videos to sell it, maybe 10 different lifestyle videos. Maybe you have a woman using your product, a man using your product, an old person, a young person, a fat person, a skinny person, healthy, unhealthy, black and white, whatever you want. You can have 10 different lifestyle examples of using this, of using a product. But then with those 10 videos, you have 10 different edits of each video. You can actually rearrange the order of your shots.
Yeah.
Already you're up to 100 videos that you can use in Amazon ads to test out. There's not split testing. Split testing is what they do with photos and titles. That's A and B. Now I'm talking, 1 to 100, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can
A
have
lot.
100 videos. Now, so if you got 100 videos for that one product that you can test out, and then you're in 10 Amazon marketplaces, you now have 1,000 videos working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, selling that one product. That's 1,000 videos. Now, if you got 10 products, you already got 10,000 videos.
Yes.
See, what do you got to look at? You got to look at with video, the magnifying effect of video. No one talks about this. Most people I haven't seen anyone. I monitor every single consultant in the world. I look at every YouTube channel. No one does any of this.
Yeah.
This is the
I was gonna
stuff that
ask you
moves.
actually something about this, and sorry for interrupting, because I think this is where people will also learn a lot about you, which is you say 1,000 videos, which of course is a good way to come up with, the best kind of piece of content that could be from a conversion and awareness point of view. But I guess before you doing all these videos, you invest a lot of time into researching the avatar,
Yes.
the type of person behind the product, everything. How do you usually come up with that and do that research, for example?
Okay, so you need to understand that video production is a process. Okay, there's three phases. One, you got your pre-production, then you got your filming, your execution, and the production side, and then you got post-production. They're three separate phases. The critical part is pre-production, and I'll tell you why. If you get the lighting right, you get the setting right, you get the shots right, post-production, piece of cake. You get the lighting wrong, you get the audio wrong, post-production is a nightmare. Right? If you get your pre-production right, on the filming day, everything goes wrong. I remember the first day I filmed, I hired these cameramen because I didn't know how to do it myself at this stage. They turned up, they promised me they're experts, everything. They turned up, I rented a big room, it cost me a lot of money, I had everything ready. They turned up, they'd forgotten the batteries for their cameras.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, you told me you're experts. And that was my first experience. And I was like, okay, I got to take control of this myself. Otherwise, I'm going to burn through all my money. That's how I taught myself how to film. And then, I ended up making my own TV channel on Amazon. We made a TV show for Reebok, a 20-episode yoga TV show. It went into 11 countries on Fox Sports, into 20 million homes. Our TV show was next to the Wimbledon. It was next to the F1. It was next to the PGA Golf. I mean, we had a fitness show across the whole planet on Fox. That was my first video project, right? Commercial, right? And we started off at the top, and I learned from masters. And then I thought, you know what? When you're selling a product, the customer just wants to see perfection. Don't not be perfect. Make a video perfect every single second. You got a 30-second video, every second's perfect. You got audio. Audio's perfect, no mistakes.
Yeah.
Because people are spending their money, right?
Yes, 100%, 100%. In fact, something you mentioned there, which is the budget that it might take to accomplish some of the things, and as you mentioned, some of these can be costly. And where I'm trying to get to
Yeah.
this is like sometimes to make so many x quantity of video can actually be very difficult at scale. So I
Yes,
guess
that's
my
right.
question to you is for people that's really trying to get into this kind of train of creating a lot of content, videos, and all of that. What is your best advice to stay budget friendly, but at the same time be impactful with the outcome you get to?
Well, honestly, what I would suggest is the really advanced video strategies that I'm recommending are really, really perfect for well-established brands who dominate.
Hmm.
Okay, so if you're dominating, if you're number one, number two, or number three, and you're dominating, you're making millions of dollars, you're making 100, 200 grand a month. What's your biggest fear? Competitors coming in. You don't want competitors coming in. So video is a strategy that if you've got the cash flow, you set your brand up to dominate for all eternity, because all the guys coming in who want to take a piece of your pie, they can't afford it. You can. You set yourself up to dominate, right? And then 1 year later, you're sitting on 200 or 300 video assets.
Hmm.
You know, they don't have the cash flow to do it, so they can never, ever, ever catch up. 2 years
Gotcha.
later, you're sitting on 200 or 300 videos. Everyone else coming after you, they can never catch up. It's the greatest moat, right? So if you're a big brand, if you're a top selling brand, number one, number two, number three, 100 grand or 10 grand a day, just invest in it, right? See it as an asset. It's like any asset. It's the assets you create, and you can keep on refining it. So 1 year later, you've tested out hundreds and hundreds of videos. Everyone else doesn't even have the money to make one video. By
That's
the
true.
time you figured it out, you're indestructible,
It's
right?
compound effect. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
creating small, tiny steps. Yeah,
yeah,
until you
yeah.
get there.
And the
Hmm.
beauty of Amazon is everything you test is back end. No one knows what you're doing. They can't see what you've tested. They only see the finished product,
Yeah.
right? So your whole process is secretive. Whereas on social media, everyone monitors you to death.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's the
Yeah,
thing. That's the thing. And in fact, something I wanted to ask you out of this is when it comes to the videos as well, we have seen a lot of adaptation as well when it comes to, for example, embedding all the processes you're mentioning and combining with AI to move even faster when it comes to
yeah,
production and everything. So what is your experience with that? How you've been experiencing things with the AI as well?
yeah.
What is
Okay,
your
sure.
feeling? Mm-hmm.
That's a really good question. So basically, look, you got to think of it not from your as an owner possession perspective on how I can save $1 and not pay anyone, right? Because that's not how it works. All that matters is, are you making sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to think through the eyes of the customer. What does a customer want to see? So there's two kinds of video. You can have professionally made videos, and then you can have what you call native videos. A native video looks like it's made by someone on their on social media or something. It's not perfect. The lighting's not perfect. The audio's not perfect. The shots aren't perfect. The audio, nothing's perfect, but it sounds authentic. Okay. No one on earth wants to see an advertisement, right? Unless it's a really expensive product and they want something more instructional, right?
Mm-hmm.
People want to see something authentic because it sounds like it's real. So let me just go through the different types of videos you have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You've got lifestyle videos where you show the video, or even not videos, shots, because you can have many types of video within
Yeah.
one video, right? You got
Yeah.
lifestyle shots where you show people using it in different settings. Okay. That's very settings driven, right? Then you got instructional videos showing people how to use a video. An instructional video is a very powerful selling tool because people can actually see how it's used, but that's also selling it at the same time. So don't underestimate instructional videos. You got unboxing videos. I personally find those a little bit redundant because they're kind of boring, right? They don't add much value to the client. And then you've got testimonial videos. Testimonial videos are really big. I really invest. If I was going to start out on anything, I'd go straight to testimonial videos, right? They're not
Mm.
social media videos. They're not influencers. Influencer videos cost a fortune because you got somebody with a giant user base and they're making you pay
Mm.
for it. Testimonial
Yeah.
videos is people who've actually used your product and film themselves using it. Okay, then you've
Yeah.
got review videos. People can do a 15-second review, right? So you want to be doing that whole spectrum of videos. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the big one is the product listing video. If you
Mm-hmm.
have 6 videos, they'll never watch the second, third, fourth, or fifth. They'll never even watch it, but
Yeah.
they'll
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
that first video. That's your master video. That's your 1 minute video that shows the best of the best shots. So if you got 30 shots, to each one's 2 seconds, that's just 30
That's
shots.
it.
You got to
Yeah.
really think about those 30 shots. Or maybe you just have 10 3-second shots or 23-second shots. Okay, what are the best 23-second shots that will make someone go, okay, this is exactly what I want. Click and
Yeah.
buy.
And
So
that's it. Yeah.
that master video, that's your last video. You test
Yeah.
out
And that's
everything
it.
over months and months, and then you finally piece together, okay, these are the best 23-second
Exactly.
shots. Here's my 1-minute product
Hmm.
listing video, right? That's your
Awesome.
goal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, I was gonna ask you something. On Amazon, I get this question a lot. You usually will have a list, a video that is for your listing, a video that is for your A plus, your video that is for a PPC, and I'm confident and that this video have to be different because all of them serve different purposes, right? The one in the list
Yeah.
is more meant to
Yeah.
educate the client. The one from a PPC perspective is more to drive that click. So,
Yeah.
is there any clear kind of guidelines or maybe elements from your experience that each of these videos have to achieve this functionality based on the
Yeah. Okay.
placement?
So
Yeah.
with Amazon video ads, it's very simple. Never, ever, ever assume you know what people want to see. You have
Yeah.
no idea. Just assume you're always wrong. Don't ever
Yeah,
think you're right. The
exactly.
minute you got ego and you go, I know what people want to see,
You're
I
wrong.
guarantee you're wrong. All right.
Mm,
Just go in blind. Just think, you know what? I'm just going to keep testing videos for a year.
mm,
I'll figure out, I don't know. You don't know.
mm,
Maybe a woman needs to wear a yellow dress or a red dress. I don't know. Maybe some comedy, maybe something funny. Just remember, with video ads, 92% of people don't even turn the audio on. I see
mm.
so many people try and do audio, or they're standing there talking. I'm like,
Yeah.
why would you even stand talking in a video? It's so
Mm,
stupid. They don't even look at the basic data of Amazon to figure out, how to make the optimal video. Bottom line is, with video ads, you're trying to get people's attention. So you got to do something a little bit crazy. I had a client, and we made him 50 videos in 2 days, and they were all
mhm,
comedy driven. We had 10 different videos. Each one had 5 versions, and in 5 weeks, we made him $475,000 in 5 weeks. Right, it was crazy.
wow.
And we were spending up to $2,000 a day on ads and stuff. But we found that out of the 50 videos, there was only like 3 or 4 videos that drove all the sales.
Mm,
So you don't know. You have no idea. It's a
yeah.
process. I
Yeah.
said, you got to ask yourself, where do you want to be 1 year from now? Do you want to be
Yeah.
indestructible? Do you want to be the only brand that exists on Amazon and no one has any chance whatsoever taking out your place? That's the
Yeah.
goal. Your goal
Yeah.
is to totally dominate everyone with video. And if you've got
Yeah.
that edge, if you've got something, a niche. I had another client. I filmed him at 120 videos in 7 days.
Wow.
It quadrupled his sales. It actually dropped his ad spend 3 times because the videos had a much higher conversion rate, and we just went after every single niche. Right? We were targeting 1,000 keywords for the videos. So we found anyone who saw the video who were interested in the product. That's what I want. They clicked on it. So we actually broadened. We massively expanded our reach with video, because most people say, let's narrow it down. Let's get the top 10 keywords. No. I want people to see the video, and anyone who sees the videos who's interested in my product, come and check out my
That's it.
product.
Yeah.
So it actually totally flips over your whole approach to Amazon ads.
Yeah.
Because video can actually create demand for your product on Amazon. Now, it's very hard to create demand on Amazon, but you can do it.
Yeah. Now, something I wanted to ask out of this is the frequency at which, once we reach success with these videos, we might potentially keep revising them, because I know even if unsuccessful videos that start generating sales and everything, I heard sometimes it's recommended to keep refreshing, the piece of content you put out there. But sometimes people are confused if I should do this every 6 months, every year or so. And I get that this question can be very significant from brand to brand, but from your experience and the clients you're working with, once you find like the perfect formula to come up with videos, then how frequent would you maybe try to revise some of this video to make it even better? Like, what is your formula around that? Yeah.
It completely depends on your product. It depends on the quality of the product, and it depends on your client. If you're selling a product for $200 and it's a really high, big spend for a client, and they, something really advanced technology or something, or $1,000 or $2,000, man, you want to be using cinema grade cameras
Exactly.
to show that the quality of your product is worth $2,000. Like, you're not going to do a low quality video for, you know, a $20,000 car or a $50,000 car, are you? So it all comes down to the quality of your product. If you're selling a $30, $40 product, well, you probably don't need to refresh it that much, right? I mean, it depends if you're doing lifestyle content. I think there's no limit to how many testimonials you can do. I think that's,
Hmm.
like I said, that's the easiest way to start. I mean, you could probably get people quite cheap for that, depending on your country.
Hmm.
And testimonial videos, the unique thing about that is it's really country dependent. If you're selling in
Exactly.
Amazon Japan, you want a Japanese person to do a testimonial video, then you want a British person from England. So it's a little bit more,
I was
you
gonna
can't
mention
create
that
universal content.
localization. Yeah, how you handle
Yeah.
localization because I'm sure some of your brands are global. So how you make sure the video that's successful in Japan is so successful in the UK or USA? You have to start from scratch or use some of the winning kind of elements from Japan to replicate it in the US. What do you usually do? Yeah.
Well, you know, if you're going to do testimonial videos, it's very simple: pay to play, pay people to
Yeah.
make testimonials. Okay,
Hmm.
but you let them say whatever they want. You don't ever tell people what to say because everyone has an ear for it. If it sounds like a script, everyone always
Mm.
knows. It's like a sixth sense in your ear. It's got to be authentic. So, you know, you let people use it and say, make your own video, make whatever you want. But you give some basic guidelines of these are the main features and these are the benefits and these are the problems we overcome. Let them come up with whatever they want. It's always going to be better than what you think, try and tell them to do, right? Because then it's forced and controlled. So the more authentic it is, the better. If it comes down to instructional videos or, you know, really high close-ups of the product in use, well, you want to get that as high as possible, right? So
Cool, cool.
that
That's a
there
good advice.
you got the generic shots. You get the generic product shots that can go
Yeah, yeah.
universal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now you mentioned something there, going back to the quality of video that, for some type of pros you need like high production. For other
yeah,
pros you can go more like, more informal. But I have heard multiple times for other people that it seems that lately the videos that behave the best are the ones that are less commercial, kind of, from a perspective, like the ones that are not
yeah,
like TV
yeah,
commercials and all of that, right? So what is
yeah.
your experience with that as well?
Well, it also depends on what you're selling. For example, I've done a lot of video production for food. Now, just think about, like, you always got to think, what is it for myself, right?
Mm.
If I want to buy food, how do you decide what you want to eat?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
it's just got to look good. It's got to
Yeah.
look good. You can't smell it. You can't
Yeah.
taste it. It's
Yeah.
just got to look good. So
You have to eat
if
with
you
the
want someone to
eyes.
buy, if you want someone
Yeah.
to buy your food, man, I'd be using a cinema grade 12-bit color camera, right?
Mm.
With a super expensive lens close
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
to make it look ridiculously delicious. I've got some examples of that on my website. You can
Yeah.
have a look. Um,
That's
but then other products it might be just, you know, walking outside or just doing stuff outside.
yeah.
Yeah, you could probably even use an iPhone 15 or iPhone 16 Pro. They're very, very good, very good cameras. The iPhone. The thing
Mm-hmm.
is, you just got to get your lighting right. If you're a complete amateur, just film early in the morning after the sun's risen or 1 hour before the sun goes down. The best time to shoot is if it's overcast, or
Okay.
maybe shoot
Nice.
inside with the sun coming through the window. Never have direct sunlight on you. It always looks
Yeah.
bad every time. And if it's dark, if it's
That's
not
it.
if there's not enough light, just never film ever.
Yeah.
So, you know, there
Cool.
are some simple hacks like that. But you
Cool.
know, that stuff you can just go onto YouTube and find that out in seconds. So
Cool. Now, to start coming to a closure, I guess usually the question that I trust all my guests is like, what are some of the mistakes people should avoid when making videos? Like we'll be talking about tips, strategies, some of that. But I guess something I want to quickly go is like, what is non-negotiable? Like, please don't do this ever
oh,
again when
number
it
one
comes to video.
mistake is
Yeah.
don't have video.
Yeah,
Number
that's a
two
good one.
mistake is assume you know what people want to see. You're
Hmm.
probably wrong. I'd probably say 99% of the time you're wrong. Don't
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah.
You know, film it all the time. The other one is, okay, this is probably the big one. All right, so many people make this mistake with their listings as well, with their photos, their titles, and their bullet
Mm.
points. They focus on features and benefits, but you know
Mm.
what? No one walks into a shop and say, "What are all the features and benefits of this
Yeah.
product?" No, they visualize themselves using it and what the outcome is for them. So when you make video, focus 100% on customer outcome.
The
What
feeling.
what what do I mean
Yeah.
by that, right? So, you know, if I got a screen cleaner, right, I could say all the benefits of the screen cleaner and all the chemical formulas. I can say,
Mm.
you know, you do this and that.
Yeah.
Or what's the outcome? Hey, my screen, I watch a better video. The video, the
Yeah, yeah,
color's nicer. The outcome
yeah,
is I enjoy the movie more, enjoy
yeah, yeah,
movies more, right?
yeah.
Because my screen is clean, right? Or I
Yeah.
could focus on the size of the cloth, the chemical film, all that kind of stuff. No, what's the outcome? The outcome is I enjoy movies more. So
Awesome. I love
if
it.
you
Yeah.
visually show that, don't try and tell people. With video, with movies, the big famous movies with Clint Eastwood, he would say like 10 lines in the whole movie. Because with video, you show people, you don't tell
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
That's probably the mistake. You're trying to tell people as opposed to show people.
Love it. Good. Awesome, Ash. So it's been a pleasure to have you. And I know we only, scratching the surface with this. There's so much more when it comes to video. And that's why I'm sure some people might want to reach out because, as I said, video has been so impactful lately, especially with, how the Amazon space is changing in the sense that, as you mentioned, people at the end of the day cannot touch the product, cannot smell it, cannot engage. The only thing that you
Yeah,
can do is essentially make them fall in love with what they see through the screen, and that's where video can definitely make a huge difference. So
yeah.
how people can find you and work with you, Ash?
Okay, well, I've got my website, sellerinitiative.com. I offer select people, I have limited spots. I select people a 1 hour free consult at the start. Look, there's three services I can offer, and that's pre-production, production, and post-production. You know, with actual filming though, it depends on your setting. If you don't have access to the settings, you can't film it, right? So often I
Hmm.
have to knock clients back because I simply just can't film it. But what I can always offer is pre-production. So that means I do a full video audit of your business. I can go and look at all your business, think about all the videos we can make. We can do keyword search results to see all the video ads of all your competitors. We can review competitors. We can look at all the keywords inside out and see exactly what people are searching for. And then we can actually decide, make a master list of every single possible video that you should or could produce for your brand, right? And then for each video, we can break down shot by shot every single shot that you should have in that video. And that's your
Mm,
pre-production. Then with that pre-production, if I can't film it for you, you can find a cameraman and you don't waste a single second of your time or $1 of your time by engaging
right.
them. You just tell them, I want all these shots. Can you please make it for me? On the other
Yeah.
side, if you already have a bunch of video content, and I've had quite a lot of people come to me with their brands and they don't know what to do, and they've actually got quite a bit of video content, but whoever filmed it for them had never bought anything or sold anything on Amazon, so they have no idea how to use it, or they've never
Yeah.
used all the systems of Amazon. So they might supply me with all the video content, and I can sit down and just edit it up and get it launched what you already have. So there's three
Yeah.
things I can offer, and that is pre-production, and that can be done remotely because it's all just analysis and design and decisions.
Yeah.
Two, actually filming if I've got access to the setting for your product, or three, I can do post-production if you've already got video content. So
Awesome.
please visit me at sellinitiative.com. I can give 1 hour free consult. Book me in. I'm more happy
Yeah.
to talk to anyone who's selling on Amazon.
Thank you, Ash. It's been definitely a pleasure. I'm sure people's gonna find so much value by reaching out to you. And in the meantime, wish you all the best and hopefully see you soon some of the upcoming events. Yeah. Thank you for coming, man.
Thank you for having me. Take care.
Thank you.